So ano nga ba ang consequence kapag lumagpas kayo sa 30% na balance ng inyong credit card? First of all, ano bang ibig sabihin ng balance? Halimbawa ay meron kayong $1,000 na credit limit dyan sa credit card nyo. If you used $500 within that limit, that means 50% or half ang nagamit ninyo. Which means yung credit utilization ninyo dyan sa credit card na yan alone is 50%. And if you have other credit somewhere like credit line, mga loan, you will add them all and then find the average. That is your credit utilization average, kumbaga. Have you ever wondered why kahit na nagbabayad kayo ng mga bills at saka mga credits ninyo, mga credit card ganyan, on time, bumababa pa rin ang inyong credit score? And this video is about my personal experience na napakababa ng credit score dahil I didn't know all this stuff, and I will share with you tips kung ano ang gagawin para hindi bababa ng bababa ang inyong credit score. Meron palang tinatawag na credit utilization, which means na halimbawa yung lahat-lahat ng utang mo, lahat-lahat nakakasama yung loan at saka credit line nyo, kung meron kang credit line at saka credit cards, for example, $1,000. And then sa $1,000 na yan, ang nagamit nyo ay $500. So which means 50% ang credit utilization ninyo. And that is not good kasi dapat 30% below lang. So dati, hindi ko alam na may mga credit score pala na ganyan sa Canada. And then dito pala naka-base yung desisyon ng mga creditors, desisyon ng mga banks, ganyan. Pagka meron tayong gustong kukunin or gusto natin mag-loan, gusto natin mag-car loan, kumuha ng bahay, ganyan. I didn't know this before. Nung nalaman ko to, doon ko na-realize na kaya pala dati, I wanted to take out a credit line, hindi ako na-approve kasi my score was low pala, hindi pala umabot dun sa threshold nila. Dahil when we were at our lowest, and then I didn't know all this stuff, I was using a lot, more than 50% of my overall credit limit. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how low my credit score was before? So, nung na-realize ko na ganito pala sa Canada, nag-research ako ng todo and then I applied everything I learned. Kaya nabawi namin siya sa husband ko. Right now, ang credit score niya ay nasa 800. Yung sa akin naman ay almost 800. Kaya if you don't know about credit scores in Canada and how it works, then you watch this video until the end dahil makakatulong talaga sa inyo ito. So, as I mentioned earlier, credit utilization is yun yung kung magkano yung nagamit ninyo sa credit limit ninyo. And just a recap, kung halimbawa ay meron kayong 1,000 na credit limit and ang nagamit ninyo ay 500, that means 50% ang credit utilization ninyo. And bakit nga ba importante na 30% lang or hindi lagpas sa 30% ang kailangan ninyo magamit sa credit limit na yan? Dahil ang high utilization ng inyong credit limit ay ito yung basihan ng TransUnion at saka Equifax kung kayo ay financially strained. So halimbawa ay dun sa 1,500 yung nagamit ninyo. For you, $500 is not that big, right? Na $500 na lang yung utang mo. However, in the eyes of these credit bureaus, TransUnion at saka Equifax, ito ay 50% na credit utilization and it's not good for their eyes. Kaya kapag lalagpas kayo ng 30%, talagang magda-drop significantly yung inyong credit score. Usually, yung mga experts ay nagsasuggest talaga na dapat less than 20%. If you can do 10% na credit utilization sa overall na limit ninyo is much better. What do I mean by overall? Ito yung, halimbawa, meron kayong credit line, meron kayong credit cards, multiple credit cards. I-add nyo lahat ng credit limit ninyo and then i-add nyo rin lahat ng mga nagamit ninyo, yung balance ninyo, and then find the average. That's when you know how much is your overall credit utilization. So ano nga ba ang mga consequences ng pag-overspend or more than 30% na credit utilization sa inyong credit limit? First of all, yung na-mention ko kanina na ang inyong credit score ay bababa significantly, which makes it harder kapag gusto nyo kumuha ng car or mortgage. Another one is yung lenders or yung mga financial institutions, they will think na you are a high-risk borrower, kaya they will give you high interest kapag kukuha kayo ng mga loans. Ang pangatlong consequence, kapag more than 30% yung credit utilization ninyo, ang ibig sabihin nito ay hindi kayo responsible sa pagbabayad ng inyong utang, which means kapag lagi nyong ginagawa ito, yung utang ninyo ay magpapatong-patong and then eventually mas mahirap ng bayaran. And then kapag mahabang panahon na ang lumipas na ganito yung situation ninyo, yung mga lenders, mga banks na kung saan nandun yung mga utang ninyo, i-decrease nila ang inyong credit limit and it will make your situation worse kasi nga yung credit limit, ito yung basihan kung how much ang percentage ng inyong utang. Halimbawa ay dun sa 1,500 yung nagamit ninyo, 'di ba? And then mahabang panahon na laging 500 or 500 plus kasi minimum lang yung binabayaran ninyo every month. And then nakita ng bangko, we will decrease this guy's credit limit. So ginawa nilang 800. So ngayon, instead of 50% yung credit utilization ninyo, nagiging 60% na. It just got worse. And then, ang isa pang worst consequence nito is mahirapan kayong mag-avail ng mga rental properties kasi isipin nila hindi kayo marunong magbayad ng rent. And then, ang isa pa mahirapan kayo pumasok sa mga trabaho na nagki-credit check, yung mga nag-check ng credit history. Merong mga ganon if you don't know. Especially if papasok ka sa financial industry, nagki-credit check talaga sila for their safety and safety of their customers and clients too. So how do you avoid getting into 30% or more na credit utilization? Number one, and I always mention this in the channel, na you have to budget or track your spending. You can use some apps or you can use Google Sheets, yung mga Excel sheets. Number two is if you can do this, you can set up alerts na kapag yung credit utilization ninyo, I think some banks will allow this. There is a settings in your halimbawa credit card na kapag more than 20% na yung credit utilization ninyo is naka-alert siya sa phone nyo or sa email, ganyan. So this way, at least may idea kayo na, hala, 20% na yung credit utilization ko, I better do something about this. I better stop overspending or spending into nonsense things. Number 3 is consider requesting higher credit limits sa inyong banks. Now, this is hard if you are already in debt and yung financial picture ninyo is not looking good. It's hard to request higher credit limit kasi bakit kanila i-increasean, i-decrease pa nila lalo instead. Kasi nga, they will think na you will keep borrowing more and you are not responsible in paying off your debt. So, you can do this, however, do not expect positive result. Number 4 is you can pay your credit balance multiple times a month para makita ng mga lenders or ng banks ninyo na you are responsible in paying off your debt. And at ang isa pang reason nito is it keeps your balance low and it's a good thing kasi madali mong mabayaran or ma-pay off yung credit na yan or yung debt na yan. And as well as yung extra income ninyo or yung room ninyo sa income is mapupunta in paying off your debt instead of spending into another thing na hindi importante. Number 5 is you can transfer some balance sa isang credit card or credit line na mas mababa ang interest. This way, mas madali niyong mabayaran ang inyong utang and of course, kapag bumaba yung balance ninyo, magiging mababa din yung credit utilization ninyo, yung overall na credit utilization ninyo. The last but not the least is kapag you accidentally go over the 30% threshold, kailangan bayaran nyo early yan before the statement arrives or before it comes out para hindi ma-report dun sa credit bureaus yung balance na lumagpas ng 30% na threshold. So have you experienced this na your score really dropped significantly kahit na nagbayad kayo ng inyong monthly due dahil sa overspending, dahil sa more than 30% na threshold na nagamit ninyo sa overall na credit balance? And if you did, how did you manage it? And I would like to hear it in the comments down below para mabasa ng ibang mga viewer and then they will have an idea on how to manage situations like this, especially in Canada. And if you ever wonder how to build your score back up, if it drops significantly, you can subscribe to my channel because I had this experience before and I would like to share it in one of my future videos. And remember na sa Canada, and hindi lang sa Canada, pretty much majority of the countries, wherever you live, is yung credit score is ito yung parang reputation natin. Ito yung parang nagsasabi na, are you a good payer? Are you responsible in paying off your debt? Are you responsible in managing your finances? So manage your credit wisely, especially your credit card because it's easy to use those. It's easy to kaskas your credit cards. And if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more future videos like this. And if you're still watching at this point, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and I hope to see you again on my next one.